Signs or coincidences. If you really don't believe in God, then you'll believe in coincidences. I was having a conversation with Critic last year, and the discussion was I don't want to get the vaccine. And he wanted to know why. And I said it's God's will for me. And I would prefer to die with the coronavirus than with cancer. And cancer is something that is rampant in my family. It is something that is very common in my family. And while I was having that conversation, my brother sent a text message for me that informed me that my cousin passed away with cancer. For many of you, you might think that's a coincidence. But for me, that's not coincidence. That had to happen at that time while that conversation was taking place with Critic. My life is like that. It's filled with coincidences or signs. And I've been getting these signs forever since I remember myself. Remember I told you that when my wife passed away, the number plate on my car was 1937. I met her when she was 19 and she died when she was 37 years old. That's a coincidence for some, but for me, that's a sign that things have been planned out from the start. I would not be here in Guyana committing myself to serve the less fortunate if I had not met my wife. It was she who taught me that with the skills I have, it's not meant to be buried and hidden. It is supposed to be used and help out people. When it comes to cancer, one of the benefits, if any, the person who has cancer has time to repent. A person who dies suddenly, you just have to hope that that person has done all that they could in the life that they have in order to be worthy of sitting at God's table. I'm hoping that Elizabeth and Paul understands this, because we were having a conversation, and it's very similar to how I have a conversation with my family at home in Trinidad. They want to give me a little assistance, and well, they were going to give me some money. I told them, well, take the money and put it back into the Indigenous Guyana projects, the trading post. And they said, no, Ronald, this is for you. They said you could use the money for however you want to use. And I said, no problem. I will use the money and put it back into the Indigenous Guyana trading post. And she said, no, Ronald. If you're going to do that, I'm going to buy the groceries for you. You cannot be eating bare rice all the time. For the record, I don't eat bare rice all the time. It's probably once or twice a week, but not all the time. And when she said that, I said, it's not a problem. If you get the groceries for me, I could still use it to put it back into the trading post. Instead of giving me the groceries, they have decided to give me a battery for my camera, get a battery, and they are trying to go and get paper to do printing so I can do prints and charge people for the prints, because I haven't gotten paper for almost 2 months now, none in supply. I cannot give away the battery. I cannot give away the paper. No one is here to really use it. So that is the only way I could really have things, is by using it. Now, I have said before, right, that I need equipment. Give a man a fish, you feed him for the day. Teach a man to fish, and you feed him for life. I already know how to fish. The only problem I have is that because I did not know what my purpose is, I was using the equipment basically to fish for others, not for myself. Grandma Stella, I did her birthday, and well, she had 5 cakes and I didn't get a slice of any. Bear with me, right? On that day I didn't get any cake. The next day or two, I believe, I did a birthday for Dominic, and after the birthday I got a large slice of cake that I shared. The next day I went to deliver the photos and I got another slice of cake. That's when Kimberly called and told me that there is a slice of chocolate cake that they put aside for me for Grandma Stella's birthday, that they were supposed to give me and I didn't get it, that I could go and collect it. Now, I went, I collected the cake, and on my way back, I saw one of the residents here, a friend of mine, basically. That is Auntie Indra. Auntie Indra was celebrating her birthday on the same day, right? But there was no celebration. They were just having a birthday, but they were going to put the birthday off for the weekend. So I said to Auntie Indra, you know, it's your birthday and so on, and looking sad. And well, she said that today is her birthday, not over the weekend. So she was sad for that. And well, if you're paying attention, you'd probably guess what I had to do. I gave her the chocolate cake that I had collected, and it cheered her up a little bit. And that is how things are for me. If I kept the cake for myself, that would just be greediness. Now the thing about chocolate cake is that chocolate cake inside this community is kind of rare. Most of the cake is usually like fruit cake or sponge cake, and very rare they will have chocolate cake. So chocolate cake is actually one of my favorite cakes. If I passed away that night, I think I would have gotten credit for what I did. Now, if I kept it for myself that night, and I passed away, that could have been a bit of a problem, because that would be greed. I got a big piece of cake the night, then a big piece of cake in the morning, and here it is, someone is celebrating a birthday and is a bit disappointed that no one is really celebrating it with her on that day, and I gave her it. That, in a nutshell, is how I'm tested on a regular basis, and that is why I do what I do.
Indigenous Guyana is designed to bridge the gap between modern society and indigenous culture. Join us on our journey into the life of the indigenous peoples of Guyana.
Beth, Paul, Hannah, I know you don't understand what I'm doing, but trust me, bare rice is better than no rice at all. And I don't have any more rice, but